Good afternoon. Everyone, please be seated. Graduates, families, friends, honored guests, faculty, Dean Meltzer, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion and Disease Prevention and Global Health graduation ceremony. I would like to acknowledge our student banner bearer, Aliza Arya, and Madhaven Ambushelvin, our flag bearer. I'd also like to acknowledge our faculty marshal, Dr. Daniel Soto. Members of the class of 2024, over the past 4 years, I have had the immense privilege of getting to know you. Together, we have learned, we have shared our lived experiences, we have engaged in difficult but meaningful conversations, we have laughed, we have cried, we've celebrated scientific breakthroughs, and endured social and cultural and political unrest on our campus and around the world. Based on all of these experiences, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, I believe that before us today is the most educated, informed, engaged, compassionate, tested, and resilient class that has ever graduated from our programs. I have no doubt that each one of you will go on to make this world a better, more equitable, and healthier place to live. I know all of you are ready to walk across the stage and receive your diploma, but before you do, we brought together some remarkable people to speak to you on this very special day. So first, please join me in welcoming the Dean of the Keck School of Medicine, Dr. Carolyn Meltzer. Dr. Meltzer, it is a great pleasure and pride that I present to you the class of 2024.
All right. Members of the class of 2024, congratulations to you on your achievement. You began your USC journey in the middle of the pandemic. Your educational journey coincided with the most severe public health crisis the world had seen in generations. If ever there was a time to major in global health and health promotion, this was it. And you did it. You took on these challenging experiences, you grew and learned through them. And you didn't just survive, but you flourished and thrived. You reached out to care for others along the way, and now you're at the finish line of your Keck education. You're moving on to an exciting new chapter in your lives. 25% of you will be working toward advanced degrees here at USC. 10% of you will be joining the workforce directly. Another 20% will be attending graduate professional schools outside of USC, including UC Irvine, University of California at San Francisco, University of Houston, Texas A&M, Des Moines University, and Columbia. And the rest of you are taking a much-needed gap year to reflect on what you've learned, have new experiences, and be present in your own lives as you think of what comes next for you. The health professions you are prepared to enter are undergoing rapid and sweeping change. In years to come, your chosen fields will be marked not only by the legacy of the pandemic, but also by major transformation. Computer learning and artificial intelligence are poised to reinvent just about everything, including, or maybe especially, global and public health. New methods of collecting, interpreting, and applying data are changing how we understand and pursue health equity, health education, and outreach, not only here in Los Angeles, but around the world. And the intersectionality among social and environmental variables that impact human health. Graduates, you will be in the vanguard of these changes as leaders in your field. Our graduates have gone on to postgraduate education at Columbia, Emory, Cornell, University of Pennsylvania, Stanford School of Medicine, and many other prestigious and important universities. Health promotion and global health alumni have gone on to successful careers in medicine, law, pharmacy, nursing, public health, and more in the government, in nonprofits, and the private sector. And you will be the ones standing up for global justice and health equity for the next generation. As you leave here today, a few of you might be wondering if your skills and talents can really make a difference in the world today. Everything's changing so fast, and the needs can be overwhelming. Our society faces enormous challenges in public health, in climate, and in just about every part of life as we imagine. To those of you who might be wondering how or if one person can truly make a difference, I think of the many individual mentors, colleagues, students, and connectors who have shaped my own path. Those who encouraged me to walk toward risk rather than away, to question and to try, even when I didn't feel that I was ready. And those who helped pick me up when things didn't go as expected, while supporting me to continue to reach for excellence and make a difference. Graduates, please take a moment to reflect upon and embrace gratitude toward all who have contributed to your success in arriving at this celebratory and important moment. And commit to do the same for others in the future. I hope you will live and act boldly, with kindness and with courage. Be an advocate for those in need. Stay in conversation with your community. Speak up when you see injustice or inequity. And understand that your differences, whether personal or professional, make for stronger teams. Approaching others with humility and with a learning mindset will be the cornerstone of your success. And to those faculty, staff, family members, and friends who supported the class of 2024, I want to say thank you. All of you have made sacrifices to help our graduates reach this moment, and we are grateful for it. Class of 2024, you have an amazing opportunity before you to be a positive change in your field and in society. Congratulations on behalf of the Keck School of Medicine.
Thank you, Dean Meltzer. It is now my honor to introduce the chair of the Department of Population and Public Health Sciences, Dr. Howard Hu, who will then introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Howard Frumkin.
Hello, students, families, and friends. I bring you greetings and congratulations from the 190 faculty in our department, the 300 staff, and all of the friends who made your education possible. We've had the huge privilege and pleasure of stuffing your brains with knowledge and skills, challenge you, and getting challenged right back in the classroom over issues of the day and getting to know you well. And now, as we release you into the world, know that we see you as our intellectual children. Always welcome back to the fold, so you can come back for more graduate education if you'd like. Tell us about your achievements. Teach our students about your careers. Or collaborate on the many avenues of research our faculty pursue. Okay, and now about our commencement speaker. Howard Frunkin is a public health physician with a career steeped in the majors of our undergrads, global health and health promotion, and more. As an academic, he was the founding chair of the Department of Environmental Health at the Emory University's Rollins School of Public Health, and later served as the dean of the University of Washington School of Public Health, where he's now an emeritus professor. In government service, he was the director of the National Center for Environmental Health at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, where, among other things, he launched the federal government's first program on climate change and health. And he currently continues as the Human Health and Well-Being Director of the first National Nature Assessment, a White House initiative. He led the Our Planet, Our Health initiative at the Wellcome Trust in London, UK, supporting worldwide research and action on planetary health. And for the last 2.5 years, he's been Senior Vice President of the Trust for Public Land, a national organization that protects land and creates parks and trails for generations to come, grounded in 4 commitments: health, equity, climate action, and community. What could be more relevant to our graduates today? His books include a widely used textbook of environmental health. We used it in our own classroom. And I've used it to teach in other universities. And books on the built environment and planetary health. And finally, he's an elected member of the National Academy of Medicine and has many other honorifics. But in my view, his most important one, based on our decades-long friendship, is that he is a fellow member of the International Brotherhood of Howies. Please welcome Dr. Howard Frunkin to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Howie, Dr. Who. Dean Meltzer, Dr. McKean-Cowden, Dr. Whipley, faculty, staff, family, supporters, and friends of graduates, greetings. And most importantly, graduates of the class of '24, congratulations, you made it. Now that triumphant... That triumphant statement, you made it, is nothing to be taken lightly. I went to college during the Vietnam War era, and that felt turbulent. But think of your last 4 years. The COVID pandemic erupted in 2020, just over 4 years ago, and you probably missed your high school graduation. You started college at a time of lockdowns, social distancing, and online classes. The George Floyd murder took place the year you started college, highlighting our nation's legacy of racism and triggering widespread unrest. And here we are, 4 years later, with a horrific war raging in the Middle East and with a former president on trial for criminal charges as we speak. What a 4 years you've had. In the health professions, we've embraced the concept of trauma-informed care. But class of '24, after the last 4 years, you deserve a trauma-informed graduation. The good news is you made it. Here at USC, you mastered no fewer than 6 core literacies. When I went to college, we thought 1 literacy was a major achievement. You rock. And not only did you make it through 4 turbulent years and master all those literacies, you chose well when you chose to study health promotion or global health. You grounded your education in a public health framework. And what that taught you is great preparation for what you'll do next. How do I mean? Well, the public health framework is values-based. You learned that health, while a human right, is inequitably distributed, and that equity and justice need to be at the center of all social and environmental priorities. The public health framework is science-based. You learned that evidence matters, that science can explain much about how the world functions and can help clarify what works and what doesn't. The public health framework is multicultural and anti-racist. You learned that the world is full of different belief systems, that diversity is a precious resource and a strength, that it's essential to listen humbly and respectfully, and to be open always to different perspectives. You learned about the damage done by vilification, by othering, by hatred. The public health framework embraces complexity. You learned about the socio-ecological model. Go ahead, try to explain that to your families at dinner tonight. You learned the first law of ecology, even if you didn't call it that everything is connected to everything else. So health and well-being depend not just on medical care, but on housing, on wholesome food, on intact ecosystems, on economic opportunity, on political voice, on peace. And you learned that this very complexity means there are no easy answers. The trade-offs and compromises are a part of almost every consequential decision. Finally, the public health framework is about getting things done. We don't just talk, we act. And we don't just act, we act in ways that we know, based on evidence, are likely to deliver benefits safely and effectively. We're outcomes-oriented. Graduates, these learnings don't just equip you for a career as a health professional, if that's your plan, or a career in another field, if that's your path. These learnings equip you to be an engaged, contributing member of your community, a citizen of the global community, and a leader. And if there ever was a moment that calls for these capacities, as the Dean just mentioned, that moment is now. The elephant in the room today is the war in the Middle East. In fact, as you well know, USC's university-wide graduation ceremony was canceled in the face of unrest about the war, a poignant reprise of your canceled high school graduations 4 years ago. We can't not acknowledge the war as we gather today. Now, this is not the time or place to litigate the war, but I would like to say this. The public health framework you've studied these last 4 years has prepared you to think deeply about the conflict, to draw wise and well-informed conclusions, and to engage accordingly. The Middle East is an infinitely complex region with an infinitely complex history. There are competing historical claims on the same land, competing grievances, competing religious traditions. As you form your views, whatever they are, channel your public health education and embrace that complexity. Learn the history. Listen to multiple voices. Embrace nuance. Resist simple solutions. There are no solutions that can be reduced to slogans or bumper stickers. The Middle East conflict features a tragic mix of implacable hatreds, uncompromising extremists in influential positions, and unspeakable cruelty perpetrated on civilians. These predated the war, but have only intensified. As you form your views, whatever they are, channel your public health education to center innocent people, their human needs and their human rights, and to strive for justice. Channel your public health education to try to empathize with those you may consider enemies. There are no solutions that will be advanced by othering and vilification. You may be somebody who has joined a demonstration in recent days, or you may be somebody who avoids demonstrations. You may even be angry at the demonstrators, blaming them for causing disruptions or for making you feel unsafe. But a passionate concern for justice, human rights, and peace is in the highest tradition of public health. There's no better way to become an engaged, caring citizen There's no better way to become an engaged, caring citizen than to be an engaged, caring student. We need to honor those who have expressed their views, and we need to expect that they form their views thoughtfully, revisit them constantly, express them peacefully, and respect opposing views. The last point I want to make concerns hope. Graduates, you've made it through a remarkable, challenging 4 years. Again, congratulations. But from the chaos of the pandemic to the horrors of the current war, from the crisis of climate change to threats to democracy here and around the world, from saber-rattling by nuclear powers to the unknowable risks of AI, it's hard to know what to lose sleep over first. You might be left feeling overwhelmed. You might from time to time succumb to despair. Graduates, don't give in to despair. One of the most elemental sources of strength we have, individually and collectively, is our capacity for hope. Being hopeful makes us happier and healthier. Hope helps us see the path towards solving the thorniest problems. I'm not just talking about passive, laid-back optimism. I'm talking about muscular, active hope. The writer Rebecca Solnit tells us that hope is not like a lottery ticket you can sit on the sofa and clutch, feeling lucky. Hope is an axe you break down the doors with in an emergency. Hope should shove you out the door because it will take everything you have to steer the future away from endless war, from the annihilation of the earth's treasures and the grinding down of the poor and marginal. Hope just means another world might be possible, not promised, not guaranteed. Hope calls for action. Action is impossible without hope. To hope is to give yourself to the future, and that commitment to the future makes the present inhabitable. How to nurture your hope? Well, first, acknowledge the enormity of what we're confronting and how daunting it can feel. Next, envision a better world and identify pathways to get from here to there. Work to advance those pathways in ways big or small. Do that work in solidarity with other people because neither repairing the world nor sustaining hope is ever a one-person project. Finally, allow yourself to have fun. Laugh. Embrace joy. There's no requirement that you wear a long face and a hair shirt while defying the odds and propelling your hope into reality. Class of 2024, congratulations. Do good work. Think rigorously. Act bravely. Love deeply. Be joyful, and always stay hopeful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Frumkin. I don't know if our graduates needed to hear those words, but I certainly did. So it's an emotional day for many of us, so thank you for that. And I can tell you personally that I gain my hope from these young people right here. And I have the luck of working with them all the time and feeling that hope. And so thank you, graduates, for providing me with that hope every day. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce today's student speaker, Mika Ishii. Originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, Mika is graduating today with her BS in Global Health and a minor in Natural Sciences and a pre-med concentration. During her time here at USC, Mika has been a leader within undergraduate student government, the USC Hawaii Club, and medicinal music makers. She has also been a member of the Trojan Marching Band. Fight on, we all love the band. Volunteered for the Community Health Involvement Project and carried out research for the USC Grit Lab, which happens to be my lab, so thank you for that especially. Over the past year, Mika has supported her fellow students as the HP and Global Health student tutor, so thank you for that. I personally have had the pleasure of having Mika in several courses and spending time with her both here in LA and in Honolulu, and it is with profound pride that I welcome Mika Ishii to the lecture.
Thank you, Dr. Whitfley. Hello, everyone, and congratulations, graduates. I'm so honored to be speaking to all of you today. I'd just like to take a moment to thank all of our faculty, staff, and administrators who have made our program so special throughout the years. I would also like to thank all of the family members, friends, and loved ones who are here today, and also those who are unfortunately unable to attend, but who have loved and supported us throughout the years. When I was thinking of what stories I wanted to share with you in this speech, I thought of my journey at USC, all the great memories I've made, and the lessons I've learned throughout the years, and I hope that you can relate to them too. I want to first start off by telling you a story about my grandma. She grew up as one of 10 siblings living in Kapa'a on the island of Kauai. Her father was disabled, and her mother worked from 4 a.m. in the pineapple fields each day to support the family, so every morning my grandma had to saw wood, wash clothes, make food, and do all of the housework with her siblings before walking over 2 mountains to get to school. Although the days were tough and she had to work harder than most kids her age, she told me that those were her happy days. She was able to find the fun in life playing with her siblings, hopping on the sugarcane train when it passed by, hiking in the mountains, and picking guavas, mangoes, plums, and mountain apples that were abundant near her house. I know that for many of us in the graduating class, our senior year of high school and first year of college were impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. One day, we went home from high school for the last time and ended up going to school on Zoom for over a year. For me, starting college online was difficult. Being thrown into college without the opportunity to make friends often made it feel like I was alone, sitting in my room with no true college community. Like many of you, I had to rely on simply texting people on Instagram or GroupMe, staring at the blank screens of people in my classes. Freshman year was nothing like I expected it to be, and instead of starting the next chapter of my life in Los Angeles, I was sitting at my computer waiting for the Wi-Fi to finally let me back into Zoom class. But just like my grandma, I was able to find the good in life. During my freshman year, I joined the Trojan Marching Band and was able to make so many great friends, even on Zoom. It gave me the opportunity to learn how to play the alto saxophone, meet upperclassmen who inspired me, and helped me to make my first friend at USC, who has continued to be one of my closest friends throughout the years. Even on the days when I felt lonely and isolated just sitting at my computer, seeing my friends' smiling faces on the screen and learning all of the dance moves for band made each day so much more fun. My grandma was right. Even if times are tough and things don't appear to be going your way, everything will be all right and there will be something great just around the corner. Another story that my grandma told me was about when she finally left Kapa'a to move to Honolulu. The transition was difficult and she was often shocked by her surroundings. Going from a class of 80 students where everyone knew each other to entering a class of about 800, she felt lost in the sea of strangers. Even the environment was different. She was amazed by all of the traffic lights and neon signs, the trolleys on the tracks, and the escalators that moved people around, and the bands and orchestras that played music. But even though she was afraid at first, she made lots of new friends and was able to make the best of it. She would study with her friends in class, and when one of them didn't know a word on the page or didn't know how to spell something, they would all pitch in to help. The relationships she made helped her to brave her way through her new experiences and succeed. My sophomore year, like many of you, was more like my freshman year in college, since it was the first year that I was actually on campus. I remember moving in at the beginning of the year and feeling overwhelmed by the size of Los Angeles and USC. Even though Honolulu is urban, I've always been surrounded by family, friends, and neighbors who know each other well. There's always been a sense of community, so entering a school the size of USC made me feel alone at times. With no family in the Los Angeles area, I felt homesick and sometimes nervous about living on my own. But just like my grandma, I was able to make new friends and made the best out of my time on campus. I met people from all over the world while living in the village, made new relationships with people from back home through the USC Hawaii Club, and found my place in my new health promotion classes. That was the first year that I joined the Global Health Program, and I still remember entering HP 270 and instantly feeling at home in Dr. Whitley's class. Being in a smaller cohort has given me a place on campus and a sense of community, even in a large school. Everybody is so supportive, and I'm so thankful for all the friends I made while making biology videos, working through SPSS outputs in class, putting together research presentations, and study for midterms together. During my time in Los Angeles, I've also had the privilege of being able to volunteer in an urgent care clinic and rehabilitation center at a local hospital. From the first day I started there, every employee I met welcomed me so warmly. They explained the different procedures to me with so much enthusiasm, answered all of my questions, and told me stories about their own lives in South Los Angeles. They've shared so much knowledge, joy, and kindness with me, something we would call the aloha spirit in Hawaii. As I've gone through my junior and senior years, I've been able to see the same sort of aloha spirit at USC. I've met so many people from different backgrounds, experiences, and career paths who have inspired me with their sincerity and kindness. I've met people from places like Alaska, New Jersey, the Bay Area, and even from other continents. And even within the health promotion and global health programs, although we all have different career paths, whether that's in medicine, finance, healthcare, law, academia, or so many other areas, I found that the beauty of it is that we all share the same goal of making the world a better place. We all know the importance of having compassion for others and feel the need to share the knowledge that we've been so fortunate to receive through our education here at USC. As a tutor for the health promotion and global health programs, I've been able to help others within the Keck undergraduate community in science classes that are especially difficult at USC. I've enjoyed sharing my knowledge and tips on getting through the pre-med journey with them, and it's been especially rewarding to also learn from those I tutor. I often get to learn more about them as people, their path to USC, and their hopes for the future. This reciprocal sharing of experiences and the genuine connections I've been able to make through my time here have shown me that the Aloha spirit can be found everywhere, and especially within those in this room right now. I know that for many of us, this graduation, this final ending to our senior year, is something new. We left high school with no true closure to that chapter of our lives. Since the pandemic, I've realized that every memory I make is something to treasure, and that with nothing guaranteed, it's important to appreciate the friendships and seemingly simple moments in life. Although academics, studying, and doing homework are really important, I've learned that it's just as important to enjoy the time with friends and take a step back to appreciate everything around you. Every step of the way, it's always been the friendships I've made that have kept me going. Whether those were friends from band, e-board members from the different clubs I joined, other students in my health promotion classes, or just people I met waiting in line, the relationships I've made have been the most important part of my life, and the memories I've made with them are what I will truly remember after graduation. This past year, I've also made it a goal to pause and appreciate just being in the moment. Walking around my neighborhood just for fun and enjoying the sunshine has really helped me to find happiness. Even on the simplest, or whether that's in your own neighborhood or another special place, I encourage all of you to also take a walk. And just appreciate the rustling of the trees, the warm sunlight, the squirrels and the birds, and even just the buildings that hold memories for you. Although we will all be moving on to the next chapter of our lives after graduation, I encourage all of you to continue to find the joy in life by appreciating every moment and by fostering the friendships that you have with all the great people in your life. I also encourage you to take what you've learned and give back to your community and make a difference in the world. You never know where life will take you, but I'm sure that each and every one of you will find success and happiness no matter where you are. Congratulations, everyone, and fight on.
Thank you, Mika. We're going to miss you and look forward to all the amazing updates that you're going to be sending us as you take on your next steps. All right, guys, you've made it. I would like now to request Dr. Meltzer to approach the lectern for the conferring of the degrees.
This is the serious part. Will all candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion and Disease Prevention please rise and remain standing for the conferment of your degree? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confirm upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Promotion and Disease Prevention, for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As evidence of these degrees, I shall direct an appropriate diploma of the University of Southern California be presented to each of you, signed by its officers and embossed with the seal of the University of Southern California. You may be seated. Will all candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Global Health please rise and remain standing for the conferment of your degree? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Global Health, for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As evidence of these degrees, I shall direct that an appropriate diploma of the University of Southern California be presented to each of you, signed by its officers and embossed with the seal of the University of Southern California. You may be seated. Congratulations, class of 2024. Fight on and heal on.
Okay, we will now go ahead and present our graduates with their diplomas. Dr. Richard Watanabe, Professor of Population and Public Health Science and Psychology, there's some other stuff. And Associate Dean, it's a long title, Associate Dean of Health and Population Science Programs at the Keck School of Medicine. We'll be calling your graduates' names. So Dr. Watanabe. And then Dean.
Before I get started, I just want to extend a class of 2024 my personal congratulations to you all, and also to your family, friends, and loved ones here in attendance. Congratulations to all of you as well. Okay, so graduates, I have to read this to you apparently. Please follow, this, it's like class. Please follow instructions by our staff and approach the stage. And as your name is called, please come across the stage to receive your degree and to have your photo taken with Dean Meltzer. It's pretty simple instructions, right? Alyssa Mirosa. Carolyn Ash. Ariana Deng. Nice back there. Priscilla Mendoza Aguiado. Thank you. Cassidy Chen. Juliana Ma. Lauren Lee. I'm sorry. Salim Jatli. Saitli. Jatlis, excuse me. Thank you. Uditi Shah. Natalie Tanios. Nope. Madhyavan Anburadio. Elisa Aria. Okay. Caleb Stephens. Christian Rodriguez. Karen Koranger. Samrita Kita. Kate Anita Zheng. Lindsay King. Emma Anderson. Amanda Tsi. Raydron Zamanpour. Evelyn Lee. Alice Lee. Charles Ding, excuse me. Whoops, sorry. Kenneth Grace Merotek. Juan Manuel Vasquez. Sporty Valam Konda. Karina Chavez Salcedo. One second. Eduardo Lopez Oregon. Melahi Selamon Benkele, sorry. Ayuche Okore. Suhail Saidon. Rohan Miochu. Puran Dobara. Raymond Liu. Jason Chen. Sydney Powell. Ghana Marino. Carla Andrea Padilla Leon. Anne Celeste Niner. Noemi Alcaron. Miranda Hooker. Anil Patel, excuse me. Uriz Mamin. David Brucker. Natalie Batiste. Nina Lin Nguyen. Eunice Diane Navarro. Yeah. Christine Balin. Grace Hargraves.
Take some of them.
Yeah, you want Andrew Pham. Corey Hung. Caitlin Lee. Anne Guo. Jungying Ang. Weston Park. Oops. Michima Radzongit. Haley Young. Alina Mercado Aguayo. Ginger Simon. Jennifer Amodnyanda. Emily Reihart. Kaylin Moses. Irene Smith. Gabrielle Stevens. Emerson Martin. Laureen Abu Taye. Bianca Novak. Ethan Ong. Sarah Namvari. Raymond Gong. Hansong Zhang. Yutong Fang. Danette Ruloto. Michael Giang. Grant O. Simon Park. Loretta Oye. Francesca Nguyen. Gerardo Villanueva. Ali El Mushat. Bio Ikundahin. Devash Sapovadia. UCSF. Raji Lee. Heian Song. Justin Chen. Nathan Lopez. John Paul Tran. Pi Vyang Sang. Aryan Parthik. Megan Nyang. Penny Law. Annie Law, excuse me. Kristen Chersey on Laco Tabios. Edith Graciano. Holbert Dong. Hanin Almoldabwib. Alicia Watkins. Sunil Bhatt. Sarah Cardenas. Karina Patel. Elise Mirgan. Diana Bertrand. Angel Liu. Natalie Emma Michelle Gerkon. Mikael. Claudette Malolis. Jacqueline Trin. And last but not least, Mika Ishii.
Woohoo! Let's give a big round of applause one more time. Yay! Yeah, my cheeks hurt. I'm so happy, smiling, and proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Watanabe and Dean Meltzer. Okay, graduates of the class of 2024, please stand and go ahead and flip your tassels from the left to the right. Or to right, sorry, right to left, to the left, to signify. All right, the flip of the tassel signifies the achievement of your degree, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the ranks of the Keck School of Medicine alumni. Yes. You join a very special group of individuals who have shared experience here at the University of Southern California. I would also like to thank the many family members and friends who are here with us today. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, we all know that none of us would be here without you. So thank you for your support. Let's give our families and friends a round of applause. Yes. Finally, I also want to thank our faculty and staff, especially our program manager, Angela Turk, for all her work. Thank you, Angela. And also our student advisor, whom without his help, many of you probably would not be standing here today. So Din Nugent, thank you, Din. There he is, yes. Yes, Din is the true jewel of this program. So with that, commencement ceremonies are now closed. 1, 2, 3, woo! Audience, please remain seated until the end of the recessional. At the conclusion of the ceremony, our commencement reception will follow immediately in Associates Park, right across from the USC bookstore. Staff will be here to guide you, which leads me to one final instruction to the students of the class of 2024. Please stay in the recessional line as you exit the tutor center. Just follow the person in front of you and don't stop until you have a refreshment in hand. And also don't forget to take a picture with me before you leave and introduce me to your families because I can't wait to meet them. So congratulations, everyone. Will the members of the platform party and the graduates of the class please stand? All right.